Last week I reviewed Where's Wanda, so this week we're taking a look at Squid Noir. Yeah, that's about it. Start the episode. This episode begins with Squidward playing his clarinet and generally annoying the Krusty Krab's patrons. Mr. Krabs tells Squidward to stop it, and we learn that Squidward is practicing for an open mic night. Mr. Krabs threatens to destroy Squidward's clarinet, and Squidward leaves to practice in the town. This proves to be difficult as he plays in front of Bubble Bath's comic book store, causing Bubble Bath to drop and break a toy. Bubble Bath then crushes Squidward and threatens to destroy the clarinet, then sends Squidward home. Squidward starts to practice.
Smashy, smashy, bang, bang! Oh! Squidward's being attacked by that pointy, screeching monster!
What are you?
So after Patrick assaults Squidward, Squidward puts his clarinet down so he can take a nap, and when he comes back, he makes the discovery that his clarinet is gone. This is where we get into the part of the episode that I really like.
That's how it began. My life smashed to bits. Without my clarinet, the world was a drab and colorless place.
Making most of the rest of the episode monochromatic helps make this parody of mystery stories come to life. It also helps that Squidward is the best character to have a plot like this. He is about the only one that can play the serious character without being a setup to a joke.
And that's when I saw him. My first suspect.
Squidward first suspects SpongeBob, who up to this point has not been in the episode, and he has had no involvement in taking the clarinet. We find this out in one of the funniest ways possible.
That, tell me.
I don't know!
Since SpongeBob has an alibi, he joins the search after one of the best lines that I've ever heard.
I don't have friends. I have suspects.
Squidward, don't you know a suspect is just a friend you haven't cleared of charges yet?
First they go to the Krusty Krab to interrogate Mr. Krabs because they think he's a robot.
We can do this all night if you want. Where's Mr. Krabs?
Wait, no, they think he stole Squidward's clarinet. Mr. Krabs didn't steal the clarinet, so they go to Bubble Bath's comic book store where...
Let him handle this.
It was a real knockdown, drag-out fight. Or it would have been if it hadn't been just two sad adults playing with toys.
So Bubble Bath didn't take the clarinet because he and his friends were most likely playing Dungeons and Dragons all day. SpongeBob and Squidward return to Squidward's house, where Patrick has broken in and started eating the final clue that tells us who stole the clarinet. So who stole it? Well, that's for you guys to find out. I'm not going to reveal who stole the clarinet because this episode is still fairly new, as it came out last year, and the mystery is fairly good. If you're eagle-eyed, you are likely capable of realizing who the culprit is, and I don't want to spoil it. I will say that Squidward does get his clarinet back and performs. He is also lucky enough to get a place to go play for an audience from now on, so for what is most likely the first time ever, Squidward wins twice in one episode. So this is a good episode. There are a few running gags in the episode, my personal favorite being SpongeBob with his quarter, and the story is really good. I found myself laughing at most of its jokes, and the animation is nice and fluid. Like I said, the mystery is nice, and you can actually find the clues in the episode that points you to the right culprit. I would love to see the SpongeBob team do something like this again. Overall, this episode gets an 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.